Yo, this is Hustles. You already know what time it is. This is the segment of the men's magazine that you never want to miss. And today, man, we got a very special guest for you. We got the legendary man himself. We got Tim Turrell, man.
Yes.
Look, glad to have you on the show,
It's
man.
an honor and a blessing, man. I appreciate it, brother.
Hey, look, man, let the people know exactly where they know you from. Like, just go through, like, the movies that they would know you from and the videos, the classic videos and movies that you already done, so they know exactly who we talking to.
You know, it all started with Frank Manor. You know, it was the MC, my brother. You know, he was the launch of Pure Brilliance, you know. So that started back in like 2008. That's when we all got out here. It was crazy because we all arrived around the same time. My brother was in Colorado. He came out senior. You know, that's my brother-in-law. You always see me with senior. He's the battery of Pure Brilliance. You know, and my brother Diesel. So that was the beginning. That was 2008.
Yeah.
So Peso was the launch of it. I work with dope artists, dope V8 artists such as like SK, the In My Car, Stu Money. You know, me and Stu Money did a lot together.
Yeah.
Big Will's very first video. Bio, Erica Payne, you know, Sexy Monster. Those are all the originals. And from there, you know, we launched. It was like, you know, we shot over a couple hundred videos, and then we ventured into movies through an idea that Show Flacco had called No Plan B. Now, I never even thought that we could do movies, you know, and he convinced me that we could. You know, it was actually his first venture into movies as well, and he saw Erica Payne's video. It had like a skit in the beginning of it from Sexy Monster, and he goes, "If you could shoot a scene like this, then you could shoot a movie." I said, "All right, let's give it a shot." And sure enough, he was right. You know, we started putting these scenes together. I read his script, tried to see where he was going with it. It was like almost like a Streets is Watching, Jay-Z. You know, it was his version. You know, Hampton's version of the Streets is Watching was No Plan B. It's his story of a brother just trying to make it with the music, and there's no other choice. You know, was he got to make it to the music or he ain't making it at all. So he went all in with the music, and that's the story of No Plan B. So Clever from Hood Legend, he saw No Plan B, and when he was watching it, I was supposed to be shooting a music video for Siobhan Collier, but it turned into a bigger venture when he saw what we did with No Plan B. So you could see Clever watching the videos. We was at Senior's house, as a matter of fact, and he's over there and he's looking, and all of a sudden you see Clever's mechanical pieces moving in his brain. And the next thing you know, he came back within 48 hours to find out the script was like, we're shooting this, we want to shoot this. I was like, this is a much better idea, bro. This is actually a full-length movie. Yeah. And so we just took what we learned there. We got the sound better. Came up with some sliders, making the motion with the scenes. And great actors. Like, shout out to Flame Bond, man. He really played that Guns role. Classic. I don't know why he don't got more movies right now. But now if all goes well, he's in the next one. You know, but Flame Bond to me is like the VA Tupac.
Dang.
Yeah, that's how great he is.
That's deep, man.
Yeah, that's
Look,
true.
That's deep. That's shout out to Flame, man. You know, that's my bro, man. So you already know. Look, that's great words coming from you, man.
It was natural. Like the way he embodied that role of Guns, it was like he was like bipolar. He was stuck between the streets and a love for a female. And you could see it like the streets was coming out of him, but then he's looking at the girl and he just snapped back and like, yeah, but I love you, but I will kill you. You know, that type of thing. And you believed everything he said. It was real. It was real. So
you mentioned when you first came here, let the hustlers know, you know what I mean, how hard you had to hustle coming from, what did you say you came from before you came to VA?
Originally from New Jersey.
Originally from New Jersey.
Yes.
Coming straight to VA for the very first time. And making a name for yourself. Tell me how.
It was stressful.
Yeah, I know. Tell me. You talk about what, 08?
We're gonna take it back. We're gonna take it back to Blakely's then. In that case.
Okay. So cool. So you trying to make a name for yourself as a brand new hustler in a brand new territory. What is the formula to become Pure Brilliance?
Team.
Yeah.
Family. That's the first thing that comes to mind when I think of Pure Brilliance is family.
Yeah.
You know, we stepped in there together. If I stepped in there by myself, I know that I would have been done. You know, we all stepped in there like an army. You know, and like I just remember when everybody was looking at us like, who the fuck is these? Can we curse on this?
Yeah.
Okay, who the fuck is these niggas? You know, that's how they looked at us. But it was like they had to get accustomed to the energy of what we was doing, because it's easy to do what everybody else is doing. But it's difficult to be different. We was coming in there with lyricism and stuff like that. Everybody was on the turn up thing like that. So, but we was coming with the lyricism. We was trying to figure out, okay, does this fit what everybody's doing? No, it doesn't. But you know, we figured out a way to compromise. You know, compromise without how you say it, without selling your true form of what you're doing. So we compromised. We came up with different things that people could relate to, but still kept it lyrical at the same time. And that's it. And going in there, eventually, like we were going in Rock the Mic. That was the test. That was like we called it Rock the Mic University because it basically was a school. You go in there, you felt it. You could see how people was reacting to you. You watched the judges. Sometimes you felt like they was hating.
What was this at? What was this at?
This
Blakely's?
is the Blakely's. Yeah. Shout out to Double XL. Shout out to Miss Blends.
Oh man.
Yeah, that was the squad right there. CEOP. Oh, that was great times right there. We be in there all the time, and we eventually gained the respect of everybody. Yeah. You seen it. We had to fight for it sometimes. You know, we was the Paradigm. We had to tear that place up a couple times too. We got banned from Paradigm at one point, you know, because young boys wasn't having it in our crew. Like when he felt like he was being disrespected, and we was being disrespected, the DJ was in there walking away from the DJ booth as we was performing.
Dang.
Then the record would stop. We had a second song to do, and we got, yo, DJ, come in. That was it. They lost their mind.
So how you get through all that, man? How did you get through
I'm a peaceful dude, you know, but I understood at that time that shit had to go down in order to get the respect that we needed. Sometimes you got to take it there. But to know that, you know, that you good people, but you will take it there if you had to.
Yeah,
and that was it.
Basically you had to be aggressive.
Yes.
Definitely got to be aggressive when you coming on new territory. Yeah. You definitely can't be easy.
Yes, we did. And we had the backing of, because we gained family out here too.
Yeah, no doubt. You did.
Doing.
I was going to get into that. Because I remember running into y'all when we first met. Y'all had a spot in a studio I was dealing with when me and you first met. We met in the hallway.
You talking about the green room?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. We had met in the hallway.
Shout out to Lou. Shout out to Brett. The green room is definitely legendary too.
Yeah.
A lot of artists walked through them doors in that little small studio on the side, and we had our first multimedia room on the other side. That was right next to House of Comedy, which became Aqua. Yep. So that's how long we've been here, man. We've been here for a minute.
No, you have, man.
Yeah, VA is my home now.
Yeah, no doubt, it definitely is, man. You didn't definitely put your stamp here, man. You didn't help people from here. Man, when you brought KRS through, you made sure he showed love to the city, made sure he showed love to the town. Yeah. Y'all done brought AZ, you done brought everybody through here. You get what I mean? Yeah. And for that alone, when it come down to hip hop, they gotta mention pure brilliance. You get what I mean? Because y'all definitely rep hip hop, hip hop to the fullest.
That's my first love. That's my culture.
Yeah,
is hip hop.
Yeah,
you know, it's not just hip hop. People think it's just rap music. It's not. Rap is something you do. Hip hop is something you live. You know, so I live by that. Like, you know, it's peace, it's love, it's unity, and it's safely having fun. Those are the true fundamentals of what hip hop is. You know, so I live by that. And I got the honor of studying under KRS-One, which is the greatest MC of all time, no debate. You know, his track record speaks for itself. He's always been the keeper of the culture, to preserve it, to make sure that the legends are not forgotten. Because as you go on, people think that hip hop started with Mace, you know, things like that. You know, you think it started, and that's no disrespect to Mace, but Mace is a dope.
No doubt.
But it goes way back further. It's like, you know, you got, you know, Cool DJ Herc. That's where it really started. That's at 1520 Cedric Avenue. That's the home of hip hop. Yeah. You know, that's where the hip hop came together. Even though there was elements out there prior to that, but that's where it all came together in that little room at 1520 Cedric Avenue in the South Bronx.
That's what's up, man.
Yeah.
That's all right, man. Yeah. So with being known for so much behind the camera and on the microphone, how was it transforming from an MC to behind the scenes?
See, I didn't expect to become a videographer or a director. That just happened by just situations of my brother Frank Manor, who was the first MC under Pure Brilliance. That's what Pure Brilliance was basically built around. It was built around him as an MC. So we shot a video. It was all of us. He did a feature like with you know the whole school. We wanted a squad track, and we had hired who we thought was one of the better videographers in the area. And when we was on the set, it was like I was trying to show him like different things that I saw in my head that how I wanted the video to go. So I was like, yeah, we need a POV, so they need to feel like they're looking directly at us. So, you know, you got to be the person that's in the chair. You got to be the person that's looking at us. So you need to shoot. So he shot what we said to shoot, but then he went to the editing board and it came back crazy. I was like, why does it look like this? You know, so even the quality didn't look like, you know, what we thought it would look like. Like the editing was nowhere near what we did. So I was like, you know what? We're gonna invest in it ourselves. We saw Lucid Media shooting a video, and I saw what they were shooting. And I was like, they're shooting videos with that quality, with that little ass camera. I was like, all right. So I looked at the camera, seeing what type of camera it was. Went and got that. Started shooting my brother's videos. Brother decided he wanted to move back to Colorado. I saw Peso perform in a song called Fresh Cut. Got a fresh cut now, I'm looking for the freaks. I saw him performing that. I saw him performing that in a club. I was like, this is a no-brainer. This is a smash right here.
Yeah. I
got to do this video right here. So I approached him and I showed him what I could do. He came to the green room. He saw some of my samples of what I could do. You know, and it was just like little pieces and stuff like that. He was like, oh yeah, I like the way this looks. I want you to shoot my video. So, you know, he let Jack Spade know we were shooting that video. He rented out Blakely's. They rented out Blakely's. They rented out different spots. He actually had a cameo from Corey Guns when he was popping with the 6'7" and everything.
Yeah.
He came out to the video shoot, everything. So that video was amazing. When that video hit, that's when it was over, bro. Like, it's like everybody started coming. I was getting calls every day to shoot videos, man. I put that Pure Brilliance logo at the end, the green room. Everybody knew what the green room was. And everybody started coming to us about videos. So it was like left and right. I'm shooting videos at least 2 or 3 a week. You know, it was barely where I had to stop and say, okay, well, I can't shoot your video for another month. It came to that point.
So when dealing with a lot of locals, right? At that point, you had the local scene on lock, right? Yeah. How was it transitioning to when you got with KRS-One and you started getting with more majors?
Okay, so the way that KRS-One situation came about was that was manifestation in its highest form. Because I remember at the end of the year, I was like, something got to give for this year. You know, because I was like, it became to a point where I was shooting a lot of videos and it felt like it was just becoming similar. Everybody wanted to pass the bag. You know, they wanted to pass the bag. I'm going to pass the bag. I'm going to pass the bag. At the end, you open up the bag and it's going to be CDs in it. You know, stuff like that. It was that same concept. I was like, it came to a point where people were like, I'm going to pass the bag. I'm going to pass the bag. I said, let me get it. And at the end, you have CDs in it. He's like, yeah, how you know?
Man.
I felt like I was doing the same thing over and over again. I was like, this year is going to be that year when something big happens. Next thing you know, my phone rang, and it was Donald Little. Rest in peace. You remember Donald Little from Suffolk?
Yeah.
Okay, so he was KRS-One's executive assistant. He called me and was like, yo, the teacher want to speak to you. I was like, KRS-One? He's like, yeah. Yo, my hand was like this, bro. I was like, my nerves was like this.
Oh, man.
I'm like, this is my favorite MC of all time. And when he got on the voice, you hear, yo, you know, you know the voice automatically. It's KRS-One, that strong, distinctive voice.
Yeah.
And I said, KRS is an honor, you know, all that stuff. You know? and he was like, well, listen, I got a video I want you to shoot. It's called The Sound Man. It's all about the sound man. You know, I got a song about the MC. I got the song about, you know, for the B-boys. I want to do a song. I got a song dedicated to the sound man on my new album. I need you to come out to South Carolina. I want you to shoot this video. I was nervous the whole time on that. And here's what he said to me on the phone too. This is the crazy part. He goes, this could be short term or long term, depending on what you want on what you want. He goes, I have a lot of projects that have a line. I said, I want this to be long term. And he goes, he goes, okay, all right, we're gonna start with this project right here. You do this right. I got documentaries. I got a lot of things I want to get done. So we went out there. Senior came out with me to South Carolina. I brought my whole squad. You know, we had multiple cameras. We went out there. We was on there. We was so organized. We knocked that thing out so good. He saw the video. He looked at it. He was like, I like what you did, but the crowd they ain't jumping like they need to do. You know, see when I'm in Europe, you got mosh pits. You got people going there doing waves. They jumping around. They going crazy. That's that hip. It's like the hip. That's that real hip hop. He goes, you know what? Do you have your passport? I wanted to, you know, I'm leaving in 3 weeks to Barcelona. If you got a passport, I never had the luxury of having a videographer on tour with me.
Oh man.
I want you to be that guy. Because we already had the conversations. He knew I'm hip hop to the core, you know? Yeah. So I was like, oh damn, I ain't got a passport. Then I spoke to somebody, I forgot who told me, but you can go to DC and get your passport.
In like
same
1 week?
Day. Same day.
Oh, day.
Same day. You go early in the morning, they have it ready for you by the evening.
Okay.
So that's what I did. I walked around, and by the evening, I had my passport. And I called G Simone, which is his wife, and she's the backbone behind everything. Like, she's the road manager.
For sure. Most of us are.
So
shout out to the women as the backbone.
Yeah, G Simone, my mentor as well.
Yeah.
So she goes, congratulations, Tim. You're on tour. So next thing you know, 3 weeks later, I meet him in Miami. And when that day I'm getting off the elevator, guess who's standing with KRS-One?
Who?
Multi-platinum producer DJ LES.
That's what's up.
And I'm like, what? I said, how could this be? You know, LES is out here.
Yeah.
And he goes, terror the arrow, terror the arrow. Karras looked at me like, yo, you know everybody, yo. So he already made it look like, you know. So LES was there. The next thing you know, we're on a 13-day cruise ship to Barcelona.
Man.
Yeah. So that was vacation on the ship. But while we're on the cruise ship over there, MC Shan, who is if anybody's familiar with the hip hop, the main hip hop battle was MC Shan versus KRS-One. It's the beginning, the Bridge Wars they call it. And you know, KRS-One of course was victorious over that whole thing. You know, Queens versus KRS-One, the Juice Crew, all that stuff. He took out Shan back in the day. So he decided after all these years he wanted to talk some smack. So he put out a song against KRS-One and put the video out. So KRS was like, okay. He shot a video right before we got on the ship. His daughter shot the video, and he didn't need to edit it. So this is my first job. Again, so we're on the cruise ship. We got a private room and everything like that. Hooked up to the movie screen. Had the computer hooked up to the movie screen. Still, he's sitting behind me while I'm editing. I'm like this. I'm like, damn, this KRS-One sitting behind me, man. And then I did one little trick on the editing thing. He goes, damn, let me turn this off. He goes, that's dope. I said, you think that's dope? I said, then the next thing you know, my hands was like this.
That's right.
I was like, you thought that was dope? I was like, man, I'm about to murder this video. So I just murdered the video real quick. Like within a couple of days I was out. He goes, all you gotta do is you're battling that videographer with your editing. If you could beat that, I got him on the lyrics. Yeah. And I said, okay, I got that. Yeah, I can kill that. So right. Yeah, I had him with the world in his hand, all sorts of stuff. Yeah. He had the world in his hand. He was like, yo, he was loving it. Yeah. And then next, you know, we're shooting videos everywhere. We was traveling through Europe. We was jumping from country to country.
That's right.
Yeah, he's showing people like, I didn't know what we was doing. He was like, just, you know, you turn on the camera, make sure you get them right angles and stuff like that.
You was literally living your dream while working, but it's not even working when you live in your dream.
It's not work, man.
That's right. When you're a real hustler,
it's fun.
Yeah, and you're doing what you love.
Yeah, you're doing what you love. You're getting paid to do what you love, and that's the type of careers that I encourage everybody to get. Yeah. Do something that you love. Don't sit there. You got to work for 25 years. Do something you love. Because I'm gonna tell you this much. I did like working for in corporations. I did work in corporations. I worked with Tommy Hilfiger for 8 years. You know, that was when I was in New Jersey. I'm having meetings with Tommy Hilfiger, everything. He's not a racist. Anybody who thought he was a racist, he's not a racist. Yeah, good dude. Yeah, I worked with him for 8 years, solid. Great benefits, everything. And I worked there for 8 years, but the whole problem is working with a corporation is they determine your value. You know, they determine your value. If they say, okay, you're worth $40,000 a year, you're worth 40, that's all you know. No matter how hard you work, that's what you're worth.
Yeah.
You know, now being an entrepreneur, you determine your own value. You put in that work and there's no limit to what you can make.
That's right.
So that's it. So you get up there and what you put in is what you're gonna get out of it.
That's right. And you talking to the hustlers. So we talking about money now. When it went from being local, because back then videos was going for the hundreds. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You had some people getting beat. But if you knew what you was doing and you was really working with somebody, your videos was like 900, 500, 900, especially if you dropping them out like that. You get what I'm saying? When you're dealing with locals, you know what I mean? Then when you go on a national level, you start dealing with bigger artists, the checks are bigger.
Yes.
But how do you manage the money to disperse for your lifestyle of what you want to live when you have the big checks coming in, when you're dealing with these bigger artists at a slower pace than dealing with the local artists all the time?
The whole thing is like you said, it's both. You know, you gotta know that. Do not settle. Number one, don't settle for what you don't think is you're worth. You know, there's gonna be certain people that you like, you know, and then you know that they can't afford you. But yet you're looking at their talent and you're saying, okay, this one I'm gonna do this one a solid. Yeah. Especially when it's a solid person. You know, it's a solid person. Yeah. Okay, that's cool.
The blessings come back too.
Yes,
that's for sure.
They definitely do. But my whole thing is this: you got to know your value, man. Even when you said you're 500, 900, you know, when you got that high quality and you come in high demand, your price goes up. You know, and don't settle for that I don't settle for no $250, $400, $500. I don't come out the house for that. It's not worth it. I'm not a crackhead.
That's right. You saying now or you saying back in 08?
back in '08. No, I started out with like 450, 500.
That's what I'm about to say.
Yeah, that's 450, 500, but they did go up after a couple years. Yeah, it was. I was definitely there. I was definitely there. Yeah, yep.
That's
So,
how it was, man.
Yep.
Like, I'm talking about those years were so golden, man, because this area was so new to the wave that was going on, because it was like out with the CDs, in with the
I missed
the
them days.
YouTube screams and all that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? This is back when I had a MySpace page, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, my MySpace had a phone number to it that people could call, like I was Soulja Boy. You get what I'm saying? Like, it was set up so different now versus then, and you see these new websites.
It took it over. And there's no more Napster. That's all gone. Line Stream. What's it called? Lime. You remember that? Lime?
Yeah.
Where you get all that free. That's all done. So now it's all controlled. They got the internet so much under control where they're making the money too, man. The artists. It's a shame what they're doing to artists, yo. And there's gonna be a big change in that. You're gonna see a big shift in that too, because artists are getting aware of, like, even Snoop Dogg, like all these main artists are speaking out about how these streaming people are doing to the artists. Like, you know, you can have 100,000 streams, and you're making like $100, and you know, it's like it's small. Yeah. It's small checks. Like it's not even worth it to have it. The whole thing is like the artist needs to have their own internet page, and I learned that from Prince too. Prince had the whole thing with having his own internet page, selling his own stuff off the internet. You don't need those streaming people. You know, those streaming people, they say those numbers count. Your numbers count on them on the internet on your own internet page too. You know, so
that's what's up, man. So from being from New Jersey all the way to the 757, what advice would you give any upcoming entrepreneurs and filmmakers?
For the filmmakers, study the filmmakers that were there before you. That's the main thing. Whether it be music videos, if you're going to music videos, then you got to look at Hype Williams, Spike Jones, F. Gary Gray. You know, and F. Gary Gray, he did great transitioning into movies. Started with music videos and then transitioned into movies. He's the same dude that shot Set It Off. He did a lot of Ice Cube early videos. And, you know, he just Set It Off. He also did the NWA movie, Straight Outta Compton.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so, you know, it's studying the people that the craft that you're about to work on, that you're about to go into. Study those people that did it before you. You know, and then you can learn from them, and then develop your own thing that people can study. People can study from you.
That's right.
Yeah,
that's right. So, what would you give to the entrepreneurs?
For the entrepreneurs is basically put that work in, get your name out there, get up there, hustle every single morning.
That's right.
You got to start early. You got to get up early, man. I'm a dude that used to like to sleep a lot, but I get up early. Like my shit is like 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock. I'm out. And then I'm all day, and I also go until like 2, 3 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
You know, when I'm editing, like DeAndre knows, we us editors, we up to like 3, almost until the crack of dawn.
I believe.
Yeah,
I definitely.
Yeah.
Believe
So
that.
that's it. And once you're in your zone, you don't stop. You know, that's it. Because you know you gotta stay in there until those scenes are done, and then you go back and you revisit it, and you fix it. You know, so it's basically that hustle. It's that hustle, and then for the entrepreneurs also. Multiple streams, have different things. Like I'm an artist. I'm a artist management. You know, so I work with Erica Payne.
That's right.
And also I have sales teams that are out there. Like even when I'm not out with my sales teams, like we do fiber optic internet. By the way, this is outside of the entertainment. I got a fiber optic internet team that's out there that sells, and you make money off the efforts of what they do too.
Oh, okay.
So you know, while my sales team is out and I'm traveling and stuff like that. That money's still coming in there while I'm making money over there too.
That's right.
So have multiple streams of income. That's very important. Because
Yes,
if one stream is not working, because there'll be times where the videos ain't coming in, even though people feel like you popping. There's times where it dries up.
Yeah.
And where are you getting that other stream of income when that money's not coming in?
Right.
Multiple streams of income. You can always constantly have something going. So that's it.
That's real, man. So what is the future of Pure Brilliance?
Mercy is going to be coming out shortly. I'm trying to tell y'all this is the one, y'all. This is the movie. It's about Haitian cartel. The four guys run the city called the Square. All the stories take place in VA too. If you know some of my movies.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah. So they all take place in VA. There's a fictional story though, but it's about a Haitian cartel, a corrupt mayor, a club owner who does human trafficking behind the scenes. These four guys, they're called the Square. They run the city, and they can't make any moves outside of their organization or within the organization unless all these four guys agree upon it. So it's like a cinematic movie series, and it always opens up with these guys around the table, the four guys, and then the story branches off to all these different sub characters, and it's phenomenal. I'm trying to tell you, like, this is in the realm of like Power, but it's our own.
Oh,
you know,
okay.
and it's not the same. I'm just saying it's that cinematic series. It gets gangster, but it's these dudes. I mean, they look good. The women are beautiful. You know, and shout out to all the people that's in this cast too. You know, I got some dope cameos in there from like B Menace. You know, shout out to Tay Robinson, Oshak Shakur. He plays the head of the Haitian cartel, and this is like a breakthrough role. Chiffon Collier again. Comes through as Nala, and this is her best role by far, y'all. Like she murders this, y'all, and I just can't wait till everybody sees this. But it's already lined up for either Hulu or Tubi. It's already lined up for that.
Oh, that's good, man.
Yeah,
that's good.
Yeah, and again, shout out to CNN Films again.
Oh man,
yeah, he came through. He came through after the other half, you know, to help us finish it. So
yeah,
that's
so what's up, man.
Yeah.
Looking back on your journey of how you did everything and what you built, is there anything that you wouldn't have did? Like, what's your biggest regrets in the business?
I have no regrets.
That's what's up, man.
No regrets. Even the failures, no regrets. That's what makes you a better person. It makes you do better. Is the failures. So.
For sure. And I see that in you, man, because one thing about you, your hustle also meets your talent. You know what I'm saying? And you know what I mean? You know my saying, man, hustle beats talent when talent don't hustle.
Yeah.
You get what I mean?
Yes.
And one thing about it, man, you going to always get your hustle on.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
Let the people know where they can find all your work at, where they can see you on IG and watch all your videos and all that.
So you can go to Pure Brilliance ENT, no spaces. Go to Instagram, Pure Brilliance ENT. That's a double E in the middle. Pure Brilliance ENT, no spaces. That's the same thing with YouTube. Go on YouTube, you can check Pure Brilliance ENT, no spaces. You see that trailer too. Check out that trailer for Mercy. That's out there. Also, with Tidewater Shorty, Erica Payne, you can check out all her videos over there too. I direct all of Erica Payne's videos, and those are we got some great visuals that we did together, man. So Tidewater Shorty, Erica Payne, and Pure Brilliance ENT, no spaces. Make sure y'all check that out. You know.
For sure,
and
man.
be on the lookout for that movie Mercy. We gonna kill him. Oh, I can't wait.
That's right, man. Look, man, we was glad to have you right here on Hustles, man. Once
Honor and a
again,
blessing,
man.
yo.
We got Tim Turner here, man. Y'all done heard it from the man himself. Thank y'all for tuning in. Y'all already know how it go down right here on Hustles. Winner Circle, you know, I already know how it go. You know what time it is.
Let's go.